Hello guys, good afternoon all of you. Here is d.nikita. I hope you all are well. So last class we were discussed about MOA, AOA, different clauses and provision of that, right? So here is a new topic related to last unit of company law, winding up and dissolution. So ये वो questions हैं जो basically आते पेपर में हर साल एवरी ईयर ये आने ही आने हैं. सो पहले आपका क्वेश्चन आता है व्हाट इज़ वाइंडिंग अप एंड डिसोल्यूशन एंड द व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ दैट, राइट. सो बिफोर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द डेफिनेशन ऑफ वाइंडिंग अप एंड डिसोल्यूशन ऑफ कंपनी. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. Winding up and dissolution of company, two separate steps in a process of closing company. Basically this is a two steps process of closing the company, and the process is led by a liquidator under tribunal, and the process is carried by a liquidator under the tribunal of law and settles all the distribution of assets of a company among its creditors shareholder before it is dissolved. So basically क्या है, winding up is a two-step process. Under that, liquidator a person who is appointed by a tribunal, and the duty of his to settle and distribute the assets of the company among the contributors and before the company dissolved, right. So after winding up, process is complete, and NCLT means National Company Law Tribunal pass the dissolution of a company, and a company ceased to be a state of existence. Means after the winding up process is completed, so NCLT passed the dissolution of a company, and the powers of the company is ceased and struck from the ROC, right, shall be published in official gazette. मीन्स जब आपकी कंपनी ख़त्म हो चुकी है तो ऑफिशियली गैजेटेड एक वर्नाकुलर जो होता है उसमें एडवर्टाइजमेंट है कि कंपनी इज़ नॉट एनी मोर, एंड उसकी जो भी चीज़ें थी वो स्टक कर दी जाएंगी और उससे डिलीशन हो जाएगा उसका, राइट. देन नेक्स्ट इज द वाइंडिंग अप ऑफ अ कंपनी, दैट इज winding up. Now winding up of a company is defined as liquidation. So two types of winding up under the Company Act. First is compulsory winding up of a company. Second is voluntary winding up of a company. Compulsory winding up of a company, winding up as enforced by a creditor of company, means when a creditor of your company are wanted to be company will be wind up, and the company is not able to pay their shares and the amount that which invest in the company. So at that time they are raise the voice and forced to winding up of a company. Next is voluntary winding up of a company. Voluntary winding up of a company of a private limited company procedure as brought a corporate person. Voluntary winding up of a company by the corporate person, right. So winding up of a company is two-step process, as we know. Insolvency process, liquidation person is appointed by and he is due, and his duties to settle realize all the assets of a company and settle all the corporate contributors after that. If something is remaining, so pay out to and distribute among them. However, dissolution, the existence of a corporate entity is put on end. So dissolution is the end process. Winding up is a petition. So winding up is a type of petition who is submitted by a company itself by the contributor, ROC, central or state government. So winding up a company petition कोई भी डाल सकता है, कंपनी डाल सकती है, उससे कोई contributors जो है रजिस्ट्रार, स्टेट, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. A company may still be running its business during the procedure of winding up. So company still in the case of winding up, listen carefully, in the case of winding up, company is still running, right. But on the other hand, in the case of dissolution, company discontinue, not be a continuous situations, and after dissolution of company cease to exist anymore. So cease the all things of a company, सब छीन लिया जाता है. Dissolution of a company two ways. First, company is transferred to another company. One company is transferred to another company, scheme of reconstruction. सो when एक कंपनी दूसरी कंपनी में ट्रांसफर हो रही है अंडर स्कीम ऑफ रिकंस्ट्रक्शन और अमलगामेशन, in such a case transfer of company will be dissolved by order of tribunal without being wound up. So by the tribunal order company will be wound up without being wound up. So second scenario is company shall undergoing in the process of winding up, assets of the company shall be realized used to pay its liability, and once the liability is paid and settled down, so remaining amount if shall be distributed amongst the stakeholder, and tribunal shall pass the order of dissolution of a company and strike its name of a registrar of a company. Means worst case is that when by the tribunal winding up is a case, dissolution is a case, so without being wound up that will be dissolved in the scheme of reconstruction and amalgamation. Second scenario is that under the winding up of a process, so assets of the company realized and the amount is realized for use to pay its liability of a company, and after all these settlements if something is remaining, so distributed among the shareholder, and strike of the name registrar of company ROC. So what is the process of that? Two-way process as we know. So what is the difference between that? So meaning is winding up is the undergoing process, and liquidator to sell off all the assets of a company and realize the amount and used to be pay off its liability and file the NCLT for resolution. On another hand, dissolution means to dissolve the company completely. Dissolve the company completely. No further proceedings here. Operation can't be done. Process. Winding up is a process is carried is on, but here is not carried. And the name of a company will be struck from the ROC. Register of company in the winding up. Register of company is there commencement and during the winding up, but dissolution no existence of company, basically its legal entity status and dissolute that. Continuation of business can be possible in a winding up, but a dissolution not possible. Moderator in a winding up, liquidator is moderator process of winding up, but in dissolution NCLT pass the dissolution. Activities involved in a winding up: filing of petition, appointment of liquidator, declaration of preparation report, disclosure of ROC, filing of dissolution of the to the NCLT. So winding up our dissolution, petition दी जाएगी, अपॉइंटमेंट की जाएगी, लिक्विडेटर की रिलाइज किया जाएगा, अमाउंट डिक्लेरेशन दी जाएगी, डिस्क्लोज किया जाएगा ROC को, फाइलिंग ऑफ अवर डिसोल्यूशन NCLT. On other hand, dissolution, filing of dissolution declaration and other required documentation. फाइल किया था रिजोल्यूशन डिक्लेरेशन को, रिक्वायर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट्स को, पास डिसोल्यूशन ऑर्डर, resolution pass, declaration and NCLT pass dissolution. So I hope you all understand what is the meaning. Meaning is that is appoint a liquidator and that will realize the amount from the asset and used to its liability and file the NCLT dissolution. Dissolution is dissolved by a company and cannot be done and company name. Process can be carried but can't. Existence of a company is continuation of a company is there but there is not. Continuation of business can be but can't. Moderator realize the amount process of winding up. NCLT यहाँ पे बस रिजोल्यूशन में आपका ऑर्डर्स देन आते हैं, फॉलोअप किए जाते हैं. एक्टिविटीज़ वाइंडिंग अप में होता है आपका फाइंडिंग ऑफ पिटीशन डाली जाएगी, अपॉइंटमेंट किए जाएंगे, लिक्विडेटर को रिलाइज किया जाएगा, अमाउंट डिक्लेरेशंस होंगी, ROC, डिस्क्लोजर, डिसोल्यूशन ऑफ डिसो टू दी NCLT, फाइलिंग ऑफ डिसोल्यूशन, declaration and other required document, NCLT pass dissolution. So I hope you guys you all understand difference between them. So if you have any query, ask in a comment section. आपको पता चलेगा डिफरेंस क्या होता है इसमें. What is the definitions of finding and dissolution. So if you have any query, ask in a comment section. And if you like this video, please hit the bell icon for never miss an update. मिलते हैं next class में with d.nikita. Bye bye. See you soon. Have a nice day.